the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of bias. The best of bias. Yeah, it's the best of bias.
You are now listening to the Best of Bias podcast with Lydell Dinero and Hugo Twilight.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Lydell Dinero, starting loud and proud because today is a special occasion. Why, you ask? Somebody ask why.
Why?
Well, it's special today because first and foremost, I got two special people here with me. I got AKA in the building. I got V-Ronz in the building, looking beautiful.
Hey.
And today is also the 100th episode. You don't know what that means. Today is the 100th episode. 100. This is big time. So to commemorate all that shit that we've done here at the Best of Bias podcast and to celebrate you guys, the Best of Bias family, we're going to do a couple of different things with episode 100. You'll see many different outfits for me, first and foremost, because we're going to compile all your favorite segments into one master episode for episode 100. So this is the first part of that. We're going to hop in and give you some pop culture topics from the last couple of weeks. Give you our bias on those, of course. You guys ready for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then me and AKA are going to go ahead and review episode 3 of the Book of Fett and go into some Spider-Man review from Spider-Man No Way Home. We haven't reviewed that yet. There's been a long pause on it just because, Omicron was out there touching everybody, and it's kind of hard to get out there to the movie theater, and they didn't do like the direct release to the theaters this year. So we got that coming for you too. And a couple of episodes that are going to be here. You'll probably hear this after this. We'll get some anime kumite in there, and we also got a sports episode. We're right in the middle of the playoffs, so I'll mention some little things there, but I'm gonna have an episode dedicated. These episodes are gonna have like a bunch of different guests. We'll have Sean, we'll have a bunch of different people stopping by to say what's up and to celebrate the 100th episode. So with all that being said, are you guys ready? Mm-hmm. Episode 100 of the Best of Bias podcast, the winter's hottest podcast. You know what I'm saying? Keeping you warm in these cold times. But what do you guys want to start talking about? Actually, first and foremost, let me tell y'all, I'm 31.
Motherfucker. Someone had a birthday yesterday.
You know what? It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Me and MLK, we celebrated on the same day. This Monday, I turned 31 years old. Blessed to see 31. I thank the God above for waking me up to see another day. You know what I mean? To give some bias to the Best of Bias family. I did, we celebrated. We went to Scandia yesterday, did some mini golf. Drove some go-karts. I was whipping that shit. We play Mario Kart a lot. So I was actually out there doing the real hitting those corners like Mario Kart, drifting and shit. I got ran into by a little ass kid. They're like, no bumping. First thing this dude does is slams in the back of me at 50 miles per hour. I was like, God damn. I look back, he was ha ha ha. I hit the brakes so fast, you can go ahead of me because I ain't about to be fucking with you today. But yeah, it was fun. We hit some balls in the batting cages, played a couple of games. It was a good time. Had a barbecue over here, played some beer pong, won in that too, man. Did it the right way, celebrated with some family, not too much stuff going on because, of course, the whole touch Omicron and all this shit going on. I finally got boosted. I'm talking a lot. How you guys feeling?
Hey, it's your birthday.
How you guys feeling today? Let me ask you that.
Feeling good.
I'm feeling good. How was your day? Long day?
I've been home for like past couple of days.
Really chilling?
Yeah, Chris had tested positive, so I went and got tested. I tested negative with the take-home test, but I did the one where you go and get the results sent into a lab. So I'm waiting for that to come back, but I seem fine.
Yeah, I feel
crazy.
The symptoms are super mild
for some people.
Well, exactly. Let me not give those stupid ass symptoms. Yeah, those stereotypes. But sometimes some people can be asymptomatic, and if you're vaccinated, you should be good. But it's still good to quarantine just to be sure. Mm-hmm. Hopefully your job still gives you some time to do so. Does it make you use PTO or some shit?
Nah, I just take some time off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They
that's
used to
lucky.
have that COVID pay, but they stopped doing that, I guess, which it would come in handy right now when everybody's sick.
Yeah.
But everybody's having to use their PTO and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. But I mean, it's all about the dollar, man. And they're trying to get people back into the offices and get into making all this money. And I guess, the economy is how you get elected again. And these politicians want to get elected again, so they're gonna keep this economy booming at all costs. But yeah, you guys ready to get into some topics?
Yeah.
I just wanted to toot my own little birthday horn here before we got into some topics. But since we're on the COVID thing, to all my sports fans out there, if you've been watching First Take a lot this year, Stephen A. Smith has been missing for a long time. And they didn't really let us know why. But I guess it was he had COVID. He caught COVID, and he was out for a long time, and he got it bad. He was vaccinated, but he said that he had like 103 fever every day. He got pneumonia in both his lungs, and the doctor said if he didn't get vaccinated, he definitely would have died.
Wow.
So yeah, and Stephen A. is like in his 60s, so he's kind of older. So it's gonna be, he's kind of susceptible to stuff that a lot of us younger people that actually are vaccinated, we wouldn't be experiencing probably. But everybody's body is different. I can't really guarantee that. But she was gone for a long time. I was tired of seeing these ridiculous people stand in for him and not really talk about shit. But, it would be good to hear him talk about them Cowboys losing, to them 49ers.
He came back right in time for that, didn't he?
Yeah, actually, he came back the Monday after they lost just to make fun of him in time. He came out there with the cowboy hat on and just started talking shit about him. But fuck, man, what do you got to say about these goddamn Cowboys? The stereotype prevails. I mean, the stigma prevails. Everybody says, when it matters the most, they will let you down. Everybody says it's the year they're gonna make it to the Super Bowl and win more than one game in the playoffs, and that wasn't the case. How do you feel?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like when I like care too much, they end up having a bad result. So I try not to care too much this time, and they still had a bad result. Yeah, right. So I don't even know. So
yeah, they're making all that money. Dak Prescott getting paid like $70 million this year. The running back getting paid $50 million. The receivers getting paid $20 million. One of the highest payrolls in an NFL team, and them motherfuckers lost first round. Sheesh. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna hold that over here too much, but I just had to get that out there. Shout out to all my 49ers friends, whatever way it goes. Congratulations, and all my Dallas Cowboys fan friends. Man, I'm sorry, maybe next year. But the Buccaneers are still in there, you know what I'm saying? But I'll save that for the sports episode. I'll save that, you know what I'm saying? But let's get into some congratulatory news here. You want to talk about MGK and Megan Fox tying the knot?
Yes, they got engaged.
Right.
Happy for them. I wasn't sure if they were going to be like a long-term relationship or just a fling, but happy for them.
Yeah, it was interesting though, because when they got together, it was interesting couple. I thought it was more so of a fling. I thought he actually liked black women because his daughter's black, but I thought that's what he was into, and he's the whole hip hop thing. So, but I mean, Megan Fox is a pretty girl, so I wouldn't, anybody probably date Megan Fox. But it was weird though, the statement that you mentioned when they were getting engaged, because they said something. It was wonderful, it's the most beautiful thing, and then we drank each other's blood. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they be doing some weird shit. They did ayahuasca. Yeah, they did that together. So they're on their whole can you call it spiritual? Because it's a little demonic, but
yeah, it's kind of demonic to drink blood. Yeah, that's kind of weird. But vampires and shit.
It's like the modern day version of what's his name again? Billy Bob Thornton and
yeah.
What's her name again? God damn it. The one who played in Eternals?
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Like the modern day version of them, because when they were together, they were doing some weird shit too. So
yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. That is interesting. I remember he almost tried to fight Conor McGregor over some shit. I don't really know.
Well, Conor McGregor tried to fight him. He didn't really fight. He just walked away. So
yeah, I don't know. Conor McGregor be on some shit. I don't know. He's just trying to piss everybody off. But speaking, while we on marriages, Jason Momoa, and why am I not knowing Zoe Kravitz's mom's name?
Lisa
Lisa
Carter?
Lisa
Bonet.
Bonet.
Lisa Monet.
Lisa Bonet?
Yeah.
Bonet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa Bonet. Who's Lisa Bonet?
I don't know, but it sounded right.
Lisa Bonet, yeah, they've been together for a long time. Actually had like 3 or 4 kids together. It was a
I think
really
it was like
interesting dynamic.
16 years, right? Something like that.
Shit, goddamn.
Mhm.
I might be
That's crazy.
wrong, but I
Yeah,
think
that's a
that's
Yeah,
right.
long ass
that
time
was-
because he looks kind of young. How old is he?
Like 40 something,
Oh.
45 maybe.
Yeah.
45?
Maybe.
That might be right.
Shit, golly, because she's kind of older. I wouldn't, because it
Yeah.
was like famous for him being younger than her and him being friends with Zoe Kravitz. You know what I'm saying? Because they're around the same age, right?
No, not at all. Zoe Kravitz is like he's older than me and she's a little younger than me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit.
And
How much older than
she's
me?
dating Channing Tatum, right?
Huh?
I don't know.
Zoe
I
Kravitz?
Zoe Kravitz?
I'm pretty sure.
don't know. I don't pay attention to it too much.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Isn't he married?
Yeah, I thought he was
Channing
married too.
Tatum? No, he got a divorce.
What?
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Oh,
look this
he's
up.
married to the old girl from that movie he was in.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they were, but let me look at
And then he came out as bisexual and we never saw him again.
Hey, what? I never heard about that.
dating.
That's some crazy shit.
You didn't? Oh, yeah. I see it, yeah.
This
There it
is like an iconic picture.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I'll show the people. Oh, it's not gonna load. Or
But yeah, if you're the audio listener, you can't see what she's doing, but she's trying to show you guys it's Channing Tatum riding on a bike with Zoe Kravitz on the peg. So I guess they are dating. But yeah, he did come out, back in the day as being bisexual. You don't remember that scene from This Is the End where have you seen This Is the End with all the comedians from Seth Rogen's crew?
Yeah, man, yeah, he was doing some real stuff. Yeah, I remember that.
That's why that part was well. Anyways, moving on. Speaking of people that just want to fight people for no reason and feel like they're doing something, Jake Paul was rumored to be trying to fight Mike Tyson in his next boxing match. First of all, why would he choose that boxer to be the first boxer that he actually boxes?
Because I mean, that's a good friend of his.
No, yeah, he did, but Mike Tyson did get asked by somebody if they were planning a fight, and he was like, "Yeah, I just saw Jake and what's and he didn't mention nothing about that." So yeah, so I guess that it wasn't really a fight. Maybe it's Logan Paul and Mike Tyson because Logan's actually the one that be fighting the professionally fought Floyd. But I don't know. But I don't think that. I think he should fight somebody real, man. If he wants to keep it going.
Yeah, I think that exactly. He needs to stop fighting against like people who aren't known for being like boxers, because boxing is it's a whole different sport than MMA, and then you're gonna bring in somebody who is arguably be one of the best boxers from the past, but he's old.
Mhm.
And irregardless of how good and like he looks on the past right now, that's heavily edited footage that just shows like quick bursts of him like doing some nice technique.
Oh, you're talking about Mike
Right?
Tyson?
Yeah, so it's
Mhm.
like
He'll be fake probably anyway.
yeah, get somebody who like a real boxer. I don't know.
I think he just goes for like the big names because he just cares about like getting paid and for the fight to get views. So
Yeah,
he just wants to go for like the most iconic boxers or whatever it is so that it gets views.
Do you think he's scared of actual like YouTube boxers? Because there's those people too. Maybe he feels like he's above them and don't want to give them
I think
clout.
he feels like he's above them.
Well, I don't think any of them. I don't know any of them. I think I've only seen two, and they're way too small for him.
Yeah.
Only ones that I ever seen. One of them like this Asian dude who got hands, and the other one's this little black dude looks like I don't know, little Uzi Vert or something. He got like little dreads and stuff.
Tiny then.
Is it KSI?
Yeah.
Well, KSI, she's talking. Oh no, yeah, KSI was a boxer, huh? But he fights Logan though.
But he wasn't that good to me. Like those fights were like questionable.
Yeah.
To me, the only reason he won either of them was simply because Logan just got exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
I never asked you how much of a better fighter you think. Well, if you even think he's a better fighter, you think Logan's a better fighter than Jake? Jake's a better fighter than Logan?
I can't. Yeah, they kind of the same. I don't know. I don't think that Logan takes it as serious as Jake does. So Jake looks a little bit better with form. But when Logan first comes in, he looks pretty good when he's fresh. you know. But I don't know. I just want to see one of them fight a legitimate boxer.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, that's the next step for him, man. And I think him teasing this Mike Tyson thing, I don't even know if I want to see him fight the Fury because he's still kind of like, I feel like kind of a lower ranked boxer. I want to. Well, I guess that's where he needs to be. Or at least fight somebody that's that's an actual boxer.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, that's the rankings that I would say would be good for him. Is somebody who's on his level, like the Fury dude, because at least you know that even though he's a lower ranked boxer, he comes from a boxing family. So I mean, he has to have some kind of background in boxing. Like you always look at like a lot of these boxers and say they only started from the age of like what like like Mayweather. They always say he started at a young age, but he actually started way younger than that because his dad would teach him how to box since he was a baby damn near. So same with like this dude named Boots Ennis, who's dope as fuck. So a lot of these people are born with that shit, and sometimes they don't go on professionally. Like I don't know, if you know who Triple G is, the
Oh
fighter.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So he has a brother. Both of them were like Golden Gloves and like the best fighters in that country, but they only had enough money to send one of them out to the Olympics and shit. So they
Yeah.
pretty much gave it to Triple G, and his other brother just stayed back and trained and worked. So you never know. You probably walk up on him in the street. He a little pudgy, like a little pudgy version of Triple G. You think he can't fight, and he'll beat the
Knock your head off your shoulders.
Yeah, beat your brakes. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, fuck, Jake, go find some of these guys. Make them famous. If anything, do something for the sport. Bring some notice to these lower ranked, out of country boxers. Give them a chance. Put yourself together a fighting team. There has to be some elevation to this because, I mean, if you want to, I don't know. He kind of already complained about taking some of these punches and how he's like forgetting shit. I think I don't know how old he is either. So I think it's just time to vertically integrate and just do something different. Start finding trainers and putting together a boxing team and get them out there competing and doing some shit that can make you some real money, or create another sport where you can bring your own team of boxing and compete for some real money. People can bet. There's hella shit out there you can possibly do, but I'm sure he's already on top of it and he's probably already getting ready to do it. Moving on to some more interesting people, some more introspective minds. Let's talk about Kanye West and the shenanigans he's been up to in the last couple of days / weeks. Let's just talk about first. I guess there's a song. I don't guess. I know. There's a song called "Easy." The game just put out featuring Kanye West. I think Hit Boy helped produce it as well.
Did he release it, or it was just a leak?
He released it. I think it was midnight on one of the days this weekend. First of all, the cover art was hella weird. It was like a skinned monkey. It was nuts. It was nuts. Kind of demonic, but I'm not really sure what it was about. But the song was called "Easy," featuring Kanye West, and he was, it was, the game on some talking his shit. Pretty tight beat, dope. And, if you have heard it, you know what I'm talking about. But famously, this is the song where Kanye West, I think, just kind of took the opportunity to kind of diss Pete Davidson the way he can, kind of like ridicule him. I don't know the exact line, something about class, but he said he's waiting to beat Pete Davidson's ass. You know what I'm saying? He's out there throwing out shots and kind of taking low blows. But we if people thought that Kanye West was going to actually take the high road on this situation, I think this is the way he wanted to let Pete Davidson know, I'm coming for your ass. It's weird because I would think this, because this is how Kanye kind of came at Wiz Khalifa when he started dating Amber Rose. You guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
He started talking hella shit about how he created Amber Rose and how Wiz Khalifa was only cool because he's hella skinny and wears cool clothes, and just hella dissing Wiz Khalifa. And Wiz Khalifa was like, oh, okay, pretty much. And then he later apologized, and I think that was just kind of him and his feelings about somebody dating his ex-chick. And I think it's the next series of him doing so. But he has kids with this woman, so he's taking it to the super extreme. How do you guys feel about this?
It's hard to know like how much of it is just Kanye being Kanye and how much of it's like they're kind of using it as publicity, because we all know that Kim will she knows how to be a good publicity person, and so anything they're going to go through, they're going to use that to their advantage, because it's either the same song or a different song that leaked, but he said me and Kim are having the best divorce ever.
Yeah, same song.
Something. So it's like, are they having a good divorce or are they in turmoil? It's kind of like, I don't know.
And the bars are so lazy. And the song is like, well, we having the best divorce ever. If we go to court, we go at the court together. He said, go get your sis. We go to court together. Because her sister's name is Courtney.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, Kanye. He had one bar in there. It's like, this is that hood music. Put your friend on your shoulder, get that cup of noodle music. It's so shit in there. It's just, it's a wild song, Kanye West. I think it was just an opportunity for him to get that Pete Davidson line off.
Yeah.
But you know, anything he does is going to produce hella views and probably be beneficial for whoever, you know.
I think he is being spiteful though with the whole Julia, what's her name? Julia Fox, yeah, the girl he's supposedly dating.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're doing too much.
Yeah.
They did a magazine cover like 2 days after they met. Like they've only known each other for like 14 days at this point. Damn. But they're already like in the press and stuff. So I think he's being a little petty with that relationship. And I think that's probably why he wasn't invited to the birthday party.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not really, though. Not really at all. But he.
I mean, I feel like it's the same on both sides, though, isn't it? Because isn't she kind of like booed up with the Pete Davidson cat, or is that just like a one-time thing?
Nah, she is. She
is. But I feel like it's less in your face. Like it is kind of like.
No, you know way more about that than we've ever heard about this. I don't even know that.
Well, not recently. It seems like more of a kind of like get back type of deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's doing the most with this shit, like having a listening session for Donda 2 with fucking Madonna, her, and some other weird ass people that would never hang out in a group ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just weird as fuck. Like Madonna actually looking 30 in the face, but she really 90 and shit.
Yeah.
Love you, Madonna. I'm just playing.
Every camera that's around her has a filter on it now.
No,
probably.
She got surgery. That's
gonna become a new what you call it again? A rumor, urban legend. They gonna believe that about her.
She in the metaverse for real?
Yeah, no. But she do look kind of fucked up in the face. But yeah.
Well, it's weird though because in her picture she looked kind of like young, like these young girls be looking. But she
has a lot of fillers,
a lot of plastic surgery in the face. Stuff. But yeah. When you listen to her talk, she. Anyways, I'm not gonna get on Madonna because she's probably a cool person and all that. But yeah, Kanye, he's on his other shit. But I did hear that his Balenciaga collab. Balenciaga and Yeezy is on the way to making $1 billion by next year. So it's like, fuck, whatever he puts his name on pretty much makes money. Like Balenciaga can make money by itself, but add Yeezy to it, now it's fucking going to make $1 billion within the year. And then recently, I guess he just knocked a fan out for trying to take a picture. I guess. And there was an interview, he said, yeah, the guy, he didn't know I was going through, just recorded some couple of songs, I was in a bad headspace. And he just kept going. And, I was telling him to stop, but he kept going. He's like, that, blue medical mask didn't stop that knockout, though. And then kept talking. And that fool always got to throw something political in there, no matter what kind of interview it is. But, yeah. But it's interesting to know how he kind of thinks. Buying that house down the street from or across the street, however close in proximity it is to Kim's house. He had another interview where he said he just bought that house to make sure he kept a good schedule with his kids and was able to see his kids when he moved from Atlanta to Chicago. With his mom, his dad didn't come. He stayed in Atlanta. So it's important for him to keep the family dynamic together. So he kept the house that's close to his family to keep them on schedule, which I guess, it makes sense, but I really don't believe it. I feel like you could still probably get a house down the street and still kind of have the same schedule with your kids, maybe even around the corner, but like across the street, though, you trying to catch Pete Davidson so you can kick his ass like the song said. That's what I think.
Most likely.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll fight, though. I don't think they'll fight. That'll be too much. That'll be too much.
I don't think Pete Davis is a fighter. It doesn't seem like one.
Right. And I was listening to Breakfast Club today, and Charlamagne and them was like, yeah, it's been crazy seeing Kanye in the pictures of people he's with, all these gangster rappers that he would never be with in real life. He was in a picture with the game where he had a gun out And he was like, he just doing all this to make sure Pete Davidson knows he got gangster friends. He need to chill out. And he's like, damn, Nick, you just always, he was last album, he had no cussing in there. You're talking about Jesus and all this. Now you're talking about kicking somebody's ass in a verse. Man, Kanye. But yeah, shit's wild. But yeah. Any other pop culture you guys want to talk about? I know we want to talk about Euphoria. I'm talking like a baby today. But Euphoria, I know everybody's been watching that. It's season 2 on HBO. First 2 episodes have come out. Starring the Bay Area's own Zendaya. You know what I mean? Out there holding it down.
She's from the Bay? I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's from Oakland.
Did not know that.
Sleeping down
She's
on my lap.
Figure out.
No, she's not falling.
She's not falling? What do you mean? Anyways, yeah, so she's the main character in the show. Basically, she's a drug addict. I mean, if you've seen the show, you know. But that's the moral. She's in high school and she takes hella drugs. Her character famously in the first episode, she it didn't show. Actually, it did show some flashbacks, but she overdosed, and it was known in her high school that she overdosed. And it just shows her trials and tribulations throughout high school. People knowing that she overdosed and shit, and she's kind of like a druggie. And she hella struggles with getting clean. She's supposed to be getting clean and telling everybody she's like going to rehab and shit. But every time that she tries to pull away, some drug situation pulls her in. And they really do a good job of getting you to feel for the character, because it's like, fuck, no, you're doing so well. But now it's like that one hint at, or that one temporary high that sets you back, you know, and she just makes terrible decisions. And we see her getting fights and stuff with her mom, and the dynamic it has on her family. Her mom walked in on her overdosing, and that, you know, her little sister actually did and had to call the police and shit. So it's crazy. Speaking of that, we haven't seen the sister in season 2 at all yet, have we?
Not yet,
That's
but
weird.
I think that she will be in it.
But season 2 is crazy as fuck. There's a really good storyline, really good characters. My only gripe is it's a lot of sex and a lot of dicks. For some reason,
a lot of nudity.
A lot of nudity, but there is in season 2, I guess, there's a really big amount of dicks. So if you're don't watch while you're eating.
And don't watch it with your parents.
Yeah, it's a wild show. Good concept though. There's a lot of shows out there now that have incredible storylines, and I kind of advise you, like I said, I don't want to take away from Euphoria because we're gonna go a little deeper into it and get kind of V-Ronz introspective view on it. So everybody say hi to Curry. She's gonna be trying her best to get inside the video. If you guys are in the audio version, you might hear snoring or trying to scratch that shit, but we'll do our best to tone her out for this 100th episode. You know what I mean? But anyways, Euphoria is an interesting ass show. It gives you a look at the dynamic of, I don't know, I know you're not really probably not interested in this, but one of the girls, or one of the main characters of the show is trans, and it's like showing her going through life and dealing with high school shit and shit that's going on in like today's age, because we're in this age of social media and these crazy ass ways of cyberbullying in high school and shit that can go down. Us back in the days when we were in high school, we had nothing of the sorts as far as the internet and social media goes now. So we get to see some weird ass shit that goes down. And if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
On HBO
Max and HBO. Just check out first episode, and if you like it, keep watching, and maybe we'll talk a little bit about it. AKA, you should just watch the first episode and see how you like it. I don't know if it'll be your taste, but you can check it out. The first season, at least I know, was executively produced by Drake.
The second season is too.
Oh, okay, yeah. They haven't really talked much about it as much as they did the first season, so I don't know if he still kind of like worked on it or if he took a break or whatever, but it's dope. You guys want anybody else?
The visuals in it are what's like the most dope to me. Like they really just have like a different perspective of like visually showing things, and like the makeup is dope and the clothes.
Oh yeah, they released like makeup lines off the show, huh?
I mean, it's like started like a big trend with like the rhinestones and stuff, but the makeup artists, like they go into detail of like kind of what they do and how they do it on the characters and why they do it. So there's like some symbolism there.
Dope. Dope. It's a really good show. Anything else you guys are watching that we want to plug real quick while we're in the plug-in section? Mayor of Kingstown finale was, I think, 2 weeks ago. You guys are watching that. I've been telling you guys about that. That shit was dope, and you guys know That was a good ass recommendation, and you guys should come back to this podcast for them recommendations because I got you because that shit was wild. Righteous Gemstones started again, season 2, I believe. Hilarious show. Fucking Adam Devine. I forgot his name. Dude from Eastbound and Down, and shit like that. He was Red in Pineapple Express.
Oh damn it! Yeah,
Forgot his name. Yeah, and John Goodman. They're all like a super religious family, but they are fucking like the family that's kind of like scheming off the Lord to get rich and that kind of family, super southern Bible Belt type shit. But these people, as you can see by the actors, it's fucking hilarious. Hilarious. What else have we been watching?
We started Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets on Showtime. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. It's about like this high school soccer team. Well, it kind of goes in and out. This high school soccer team was hella good, and they were going the way to nationals, and they got the team, and their plane crashes, and they have to survive in the wilderness. So
it goes back and forth.
It goes back and forth
when they're high school age and when they're like probably 30s.
Right, because some survived, some people actually died, and it tells how they survived out there before they got rescued.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty dope. They show the plane crash. The whole scene is pretty dope. But yeah, that's the basis of it. We're at episode 3 or 4 of the first season. I think the first season just ended. So that's a pretty good show as well on Showtime there. Mm-hmm. What else we got here? Everything just pretty much wrapped up as far as like competition TV goes. Any anime out there that people should get into that just came out? Anything drop?
Nothing just came out. I've been watching season 2 of Demon Slayer. It's pretty good so far.
Shit, is that on Crunchyroll?
Yep.
So I didn't know that dropped already.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not over yet, but it's got like 7 episodes in already.
Nice. I watched that movie.
Oh yeah,
that shit was clean. That shit was fucking cool. Yeah. Intense as hell. First of all.
Yeah. So I've been watching that and One Piece. I've been watching shit else. I don't watch
One Piece is like 1 million episodes. That is nuts.
Yeah, I know. I just caught back up. I know they're supposed to be coming out with finishing up Attack on Titan, so I'm waiting for that to finish up so I can watch it all at once.
I feel that.
And then they're starting up the new season of Bleach. I don't know when they're starting that shit, but they're supposed to be starting that up. Whenever they get that going, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna wait for that shit to get finished and then watch all that
shit.
Yep.
I feel that.
Watch the way I'll be watching this One Piece bullshit like once a week, and then like every episode don't go no further than the one before. It's like modern day Dragon Ball Z.
That'd be fucked up. It's like 4 episodes is 1 episode. That's shitty.
That's what it is.
Veronica, what about you? Any reality? You're the reality girl over here. Selling Sunset, you watched that, and Selling Tampa.
I finished both of those pretty quickly.
How'd you like those?
I really liked it. I actually like Selling Tampa. I wasn't sure if I would because it's kind of like a spin-off, I guess, of like the original, but it's really good.
Yeah, I heard some DJ Envy. He's a big real estate guy from the Breakfast Club. He actually commented on Selling Tampa, said they showed a lot less house selling on the Black, because mostly in Selling Tampa is Black women selling houses, and Selling Sunset is about real estate, and it's pretty much all white women in like LA in the Beverly Hills area and shit like that, LA area. And he was saying that they did a lot less house selling on Selling Tampa, and it was more drama filled since it was the Black women. And they sold a lot more houses and showed a lot more about real estate on Selling Sunset. But the ladies on Selling Tampa did push back at DJ Envy, saying he only watched a couple of minutes of the show then because they did sell a bunch of houses. And it is only season 1 compared to the mini seasons they have on Selling Sunset. So you shouldn't be so quick to judge. I think he's just fucking up the bag for them, because I think he kind of did have a point a little bit. What do you think?
I heard that argument as well, but there is a lot of drama on Selling Sunset, like a lot of unnecessary cattiness. So like that's one word that I heard people use, like they're really catty on Selling Tampa, but they are on Selling Sunset too. But I think like the first season, it's more about getting to know the real estate agents, especially because it's like a reality TV. So they definitely sold houses, but I could see that maybe it seemed like a little bit more of like the storyline, but it's because you're like getting to know the girls and stuff. And now like you're going to be even more interested when they do sell a house and like how much they get for their commission and stuff like that. So yeah, I heard that argument too, but I would say I disagree.
I feel that. Yeah, me too. I haven't really seen the show at all, so I can't even comment, but I did hear that was one of the points that he had. And he was getting a lot of pushback in the comment section of Instagram. So I think a lot of people felt the way you felt as well. He just needs to watch more of the show, watch a little bit more of both shows so he can know that kind of same shit went on. And maybe it was just early in there. Project Runway. What's the show we watched with Offset, the fashion one? The streetwear, the hype. So if you guys are into any of those shows, go watch those. I think the hype is on HBO as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna take a commercial break here, and then me and AKA, I think V-Ronz is gonna step out here. Thank you for joining us at the 100th episode. Thank you for bringing these pop culture topics to us and bringing some expertise to, you know, that we may be lacking, you know, for the ladies out there, because I know the ladies want to hearing a lot from you, like hearing from you, and our views go up when you hear. So come back anytime. It's gonna be a lot more episodes with you in it. You know what I'm saying? 100th episode. We'll be right back. Commercial break. We'll get some balloons and shit, and, you know, so we can celebrate, get a little alcohol on our system, you know. But we'll be right back. And it's the 100th episode, and don't touch that dial. It's the Best of Bias podcast, AKA in the building. V-Ron stepping out, but thank you. And it's your boy Lydell Dinero. Don't move. Yeah.
It's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to Unitas. It's the best of bias. The best of bias. It's the best of bias.
You are now listening to the Best of Bias podcast.